Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about a decision Max Verstappen disagrees with, as well as Christian Horner. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X and my new Instagram page at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave links in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with the decision Verstappen disagrees with. Now, if you go back to the start of 2025, it was announced that Liam Lawson would replace Sergio Perez at Red Bull. However, Lawson had a really tough start to 2025. I mean, he scored no points in the opening 2 rounds of the season, and things were particularly bad in China. I mean, for both the sprint race and the Grand Prix, Lawson qualified in last. Now, Red Bull acted quickly following this tough start for Lawson, with Lawson being demoted back to the Red Bull Junior team from the 3rd race of the season, and Lawson was replaced by Yuki Tsunoda at Red Bull. However, Tsunoda also really struggled at Red Bull. I mean, he only scored 30 points across 22 rounds. And now Verstappen has said that he disagreed with Red Bull's decision to demote his former teammate Lawson after just 2 rounds this year, with Verstappen telling Viaplay, as quoted by motorsport.com, 2 races for a teammate, of course. I didn't agree with that at the time, because ultimately someone is giving up their chance. Yes, then you're ruining that chance at a top team. I have to say that Liam has done well at racing bulls. You can also say that just leave it, I don't care anymore, but 2 races is far too early to make a decision. In the end, Yuki got in, and that shows how difficult it was. Now, as we know, Tsunoda was also dropped at the end of 2025, and he's been replaced by Isaac Hadjar in 2026. How do you think Hadjar will do alongside Verstappen next year? Let me know in the comments below. But let's move on to Christian Horner, and as we know, he was sacked as the team principal and chief executive of Red Bull Racing following the British Grand Prix in July, and this came following a difficult first half of the season for Red Bull. Yes, Max Verstappen had secured a couple of victories, but the car was just too inconsistent, and it looked like, going into the summer break, Verstappen was out of the title fight. And now Red Bull chief executive Oliver Mintzlaff has opened up on the decision to part ways with Horner earlier in the year, with Mintzlaff asserting it was essential Red Bull carried out a change amid a lapse in on-track results, with Mintzlaff telling Dutch publication De Telegraaf, as quoted by Racing News 365, I wouldn't call it a risk because we were 100% behind this decision, because we knew we had to do something. I'm not a so-called hire and fire manager, someone who just fires people. Now, as we know, Horner has had a lot of success with Red Bull, with him overseeing multiple drivers and constructors titles. However, Mintzlaff said that he could not count on the past for future triumph, with Mintzlaff going on to say Christian has a fantastic track record with the team and achieved a great deal of success. Everyone here at the company, myself included, appreciates him for what he's done, but this is also part of a professional organisation. You can't keep relying on history, and we felt it was time to turn the page and start a new chapter. That wasn't an easy decision, but we didn't make it overnight either. Now, as we know, Laurent Mekies took over as team principal from Christian Horner, and under Mekies' leadership, Verstappen started a title comeback in the second half of the season and just lost out on the title by 2 points. So a really impressive turnaround at Red Bull, and the turnaround was partly thanks to the updated floor delivered to the bottom of Verstappen's car for the Italian Grand Prix, which transformed his fortunes for the rest of the season, with him going on a run of 6 victories in the final 9 Grand Prix of 2025. But by introducing upgrades, the team wanted to get to the bottom of the root cause of the team's shortcomings, with Mickey saying, as quoted by Racing News 365, it became quite obvious to us that we didn't want to simply turn the page and have wishful thinking that, whilst the 25 car had not been at the required level to fight for the title, we would then be okay doing so in 26. So we didn't want to go down that route. We wanted to go down the route of, we need to get to the bottom of this project. We need to understand why it's not performing, because fundamentally we'll be using the same tools, the same process, the same methodologies next year. And yes, we may lose some time in doing so, but we didn't want to go for the wishful thinking route. So was it difficult? No. It's something that we've been very, very convinced of since very early on in the summer. Now, even though this would have taken away some focus on 2026 when the new regulations come into play, I think by continuing to upgrade the 2025 car, Red Bull would have learned a lot about its upgrade processes for future years to come. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care.